Hi, this video is about why bottom-up is so important. I wish I can tell you everything related to this, but let's be focused. Why I say that? Because the top-down sounds good. Any organization, there's a leader who says, do this, do that, and people get resonating the sense that, okay, this guy must be saying something right, and let's go with him. But I'm not the kind. From my days in Japan, I was learning how to behave in Japanese style. And when I was graduating, I may have told this before, there's a picture of taking our class, and at 1, 2, 3, you look at the camera, but I was going this way. I felt there's something wrong. So this is my rebellious type. So my opinion may not count as much. But the leadership, of course, we want to depend on the good leader to orchestrate the stuff so that the majority or many people can resonate, feel good about following and working together. But one of the books was I mentioned was the new shop floor management, which is the importance of the shop floor, where the creativity of people and their motivation, initiative, customer orientation can make a huge difference. The same with the waste elimination book I published, the new manufacturing challenge. It's manufacturing, but any process is the manufacturing the value, so it applies to everything. And there too I explained why it's so important. So that was like 30 years, 40 years ago, but still valid. And the valid thing is right now is that all the political situation and all the stuff going on, especially, and tribalism, and people flock around the leader who seem to have confidence and some vision. But I hate to say it this way, but be skeptical. Check and balance has to be done, not blind faith, including the religion, the leadership, and the political stuff or the company organization the same, so that the real leader of the company is like representing what was discussed in the Tao Te Ching or Tao Te Ching, whatever the way you want to pronounce. And the guy Lao Tzu is talking about when people feel that they have done everything is the way that leadership should function, so that there's an incorporation of the power of the people in that. So that's the notion of a bottom up, and it is becoming more and more, to me, obvious and important. But without that, all the shifting and this thing, okay, let's try this, let's try that kind of approach, without us having a capability to have the confidence work together to go beyond the typical notion of information, overflow of the information. Go that way, go that way. If you listen to this, you have a wonderful life. And all the marketing, and they've spent lots of money to grab your soul, to pay for it, or even political situation. It's such a sad way to explain it, but the money talks. But money shouldn't talk. They can talk certain language, but your heart is talking to you. And you may not listen because you are busy with the other things happening. So the bottom-up issue that I talked about, and I'll just cut it short because your attention span is so short. I'm sorry. So the point of this is that just like AI, you go through this neural network to see what are the information from scanning all the data in the internet everywhere in the world, and be able to access what is pertinent that you can grab and then send it back to you. So that's what it does, going up and down, deep learning, back propagation, whatever the term that you call it. So they try to reach you all the information to find the appropriate answer to the specific question each step of the way and formulate the approach. And in the other video, I mentioned how it works. Let's see, what was the title? My transformation from the mind space, going beyond the mind space to be in nirvana is the term. It could be nirvana or wisdom. And if you read Einstein's quotes, I mean, I shouldn't go every which direction, but there's those representation of the importance of listening to your heart with the imagination, not blindly following the leader. And without that, the current situation, I'm very much concerned. So the bottom up is also the way of the awakening take place. The information that is stored somewhere has a way to be connected to the needs at the time. And when it happens in a major way, then you have this awakening, enlightenment experience that the ones that we forgot about what we've got in the unconscious part, all the memories, are dormant, not being accessed. But with the samadhi, mind calm and quiet, no mind, no self, you become like a kid to be able to attitudinally become a kid so that all the mind is not everything. Leave it alone and find what's inside. And boom, idea may pop up, awakening may happen, or you may find the nirvana state. Why nirvana? Because that's where all the cells are jumping around in your body, not just the mind process, trying to do this and that, but everyone, because those cells are alive. And when they're listened to, they're happy. They connect to each other. They talk to each other like a customer suppliers. And there's a Kegon and the mini company and all that stuff I wrote in the book of the results from the heart. So the result from the heart is the expression of what's in our heart that we can access when our mind is not anymore blocked, but going beyond the mind into your base core of our being. And that's what it is. Everybody got the core of being because that's how we are born and progressing. But at certain points, all the information, you should do this, you should do that, that's dangerous, do this, that. And you have to go have a place like this and the huge, mansion and the mountain and the ocean and this, that, and all the beautiful this. They fool you. Dangerous business to live life. So, have a calm and quiet mind. Go beyond the self. And there's a space beyond what's in our mind that opens up. There's a bird in the cage, but the cage door is open. You are afraid to get out, maybe a little bit at a time, to test out. And be liberated. Thanks. I want to talk more, but I'll cut it